welcome to another episode of Doing's Corner. On today's episode, we're going to be diving deep into the intricacies of relationships, dating, and the ongoing debate of premarital sex. So, we all know there's this debate about should people have sex before marriage, should people not? And there's also the gender roles in a relationship. Should the man pay for everything? Should the woman cook? Should the woman clean? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So stay tuned, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy this conversation. With me today, of course, is the famous Daniel Rega. Joining me on today's episode. Not just on today's episode,
on this season.
On this season, actually. So, hi, Daniel. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I like your outfit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Daniel, let's start. First of all, the first question I want to ask is this. Do you believe in gender roles in a relationship?
Yeah, obviously, definitely.
You agree that, there's a role that a man should play, there's a role that a woman should play?
Definitely, but I also think that there are some times when people have to switch roles, you understand? Because in our process, we know that there are things that men have to do and there are things women have to do. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it doesn't play out that well. So if the woman needs to step up, she can step up. If the man needs to step up and take some stress or workload out of the woman, he can also do that. So gender role is something that is it kind of guides everyone in the society, right?
I agree with you.
But at the same time, we have gone past that age or era where people would have to be like, this is what a man has to do, a man must do this or a woman must do this. So you can also step up if you think it's necessary for you to
But is that just in the marriage, or do you think that even in a relationship, if you're not married yet? So for example, now I'm not married to my partner yet. Do you think that he owes it to me to, take care of me, money wise? And do you think I owe it to him to cook for him and clean and all of that? I don't think so. I don't think
it's a 50-50 something, you understand? It's a 50-50 something. If you're someone that let's be honest with ourselves, not every woman can cook. You get, right? So when you should learn how to cook. It's not an excuse. Not every woman can cook.
Okay, well, why do I have to learn? Some men really don't care.
Yeah, but there are men that don't care. But when you get married, it's not even about whether your man cares or not per se. It's about things you have to pass down to your kids. You understand? It's going to be very bad if you can't cook, your kids can't cook, and you cannot be telling your kids, go to the kitchen, prepare this for me, and your daughter or your son will be like, you sabi cook. You understand? So it's something I feel like it's something that cooking it's not even it's not ascribed to gender roles.
I agree with that.
It's a basic life skill. You should know how to cook. First of all.
Well, I agree that it's a basic life skill, but still, you're saying, you want to be able to tell your kids, go to the kitchen. What if you don't need that? What if you have? I hope that I would have a cook when I get married. Not that I hope, I will have a cook when I get married.
Then when
for sure.
Okay, definitely you may have.
And I will. Not may. I will.
You may. You can't.
I will have somebody that will cook and clean.
You can't say you will have.
But you can't tell me how I will live my life. I'm telling you for a fact that I will have. Do you know if
life would happen and tomorrow you're not in a financial situation where you can? No, it's
then happened. My husband better be in that financial situation.
Then if your husband cannot afford it,
I'm not going to marry a man that cannot afford it.
If you marry a man that is wealthy and let's say overnight he loses
his job.
Yeah. It's well, not
I'm sure we would have saved up enough money to get.
And the money goes
because I'm going to work. There's no way I'm going to come back from work and then I'm coming back home to cook and clean. That's different. That's not going to happen. No.
Okay, there's a war going on, for example, now where your money is practically useless.
Why are you thinking of all these
it's not
extreme situations?
I'm not thinking extreme situations. I'm just trying to be frank and sincere with you. It's something that when you plan for something, other things kind of happen as well, and you can't say, it must go this way for me. Fair. And there are cases and there are scenarios where money is just, even with your wealth, nothing is happening for you, and you feel like you just come back to that, you have to survive on the fittest, I think. Mm-hmm. So, let's just drop that conversation about whether your man is rich or not. You understand? That it may work for you. Hopefully it works for you.
It will work for me.
It will work for you. But at the same time, I think, for like you were saying, if you're married to a man who doesn't care about whether you cook or not,
right.
You understand? That is your personal understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like your man, for example, that it's not every time you feel like a cook should make what your husband will eat or your boyfriend will eat.
I agree.
Understand? Because they can use that food and snatch your husband from you. Or your
See, let me tell you one thing. A man that can be snatched did not want to stay in the first place.
It doesn't happen like
That's
that.
just the truth. It's not about how good of a cook you are or how...
spiritual matters. There are still spiritual matters,
Do you really believe in these things? I don't believe in these things.
You don't believe in these things?
No, not really. I don't believe in it. I really don't.
It happens.
I believe that if a man wants to leave, it's not because of anything that the woman did to snatch him. If you like, cook every day, do mommy Z style, wake up in the middle of the night and cook for your man. If that man wants to leave, he's going to leave you for a girl that has never cooked one meal for him. I've dated people in the past and I've not had one boyfriend that has complained about me not cooking. So
That one is there too, but at the same time, like I said, you need to know how to cook. If there's an emergency in your house and maybe your cook is not available, what do you do?
But it's not that I don't know how to. I just don't do it. I can. I'm sure I can. If I try.
You sure you can, or you can cook?
I'm sure I can. I cooked in the house now. I cooked noodles. I cooked.
That one does not count
things.
now.
So
that
what kind
one
of cooking? Like amala and
like amala, we do all these.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, what about if you marry a man that likes to like pound? Like he
it's
loves
not possible.
pounding.
I can never marry a man that wants me to pound for
So
him.
you select your boyfriends based on food.
It's not based on food, but I'm not going to marry somebody that expects me to actually go into the kitchen to pound.
Okay, what
yam.
about if you marry someone and
Why would I do that?
What if you marry someone and maybe your in-laws want you to like?
I believe that that's the essence of dating before you get married. So you get to know each other before you get married. But even from the relationship, you go down no say.
And you love, okay, if you can't love the person, okay.
If I love you, I can make you jollof rice. If I love you, I can make you spaghetti. I'm not gonna pound yam for you. If I'm a pounding yam for my kids, and I'm sure I will love them to death. So I'm not pounding yam for no man.
Till that time comes, Sha.
I know for a fact.
When that
But
time
let's
comes.
move on. So I mean, there's this ongoing debate about finance in a relationship. First of all, how important do you think finance is in a relationship?
Very important, because no one wants to marry someone that drinks Gary and Granite every morning. No, it's very important. Let's not kid ourselves.
I'm actually shocked.
No,
that
I
say
have
this.
sisters. You understand? I have sisters. I don't want my sisters to be like, oh, I met this boy. He's very pretty or he's very cute, but he not get money. Oh. Like no one wants to hear that one. You understand? We want someone that, in as much as, let's say the guy is kind of like building. I expect my sister to also have like maybe like a daytime job or something, like a career.
Yeah.
You need to have your own money, because it's not, you don't have to rely on your boyfriend or your husband to like, I want to buy part, give me money. I want to buy, even if it's panties or bra. You understand?
Right.
You need to take care of yourself too. You understand? Your man can step up and like maybe spoil you once in a while, get you, or you put a makeleke wig you put on your
What's
head.
a makeleke?
That is what's one thing. But finance is very important. You
I agree
understand?
with
And
you.
it's also very important for a lady to also have her own money, so that when something happens, you can also step up for your man.
Yeah.
You get it?
I agree. I absolutely agree with you on that. I think both people need to have money of their own, the man and the woman, before getting in a relationship. Because I keep saying this thing, when somebody is providing your needs, it can feel a lot like love. You don't even know when you're not in love. You don't even know if you are really in love with this person if they are providing. If, for example, now you didn't have anywhere to stay, you met this man, he just gave you a place to stay, set you up, you start thinking you're in love. But the truth is, the moment you no longer need him, then reality will set in, like, oh, okay, I don't really like this guy. I just needed him at the time. So I keep saying it. One of the riskiest things you can do is to get married and want to just be a full housewife and just completely depend on your husband without having any money saved. I don't support that anybody should be a full housewife.
Definitely not.
I don't. I think it's too risky.
It also brings some kind of unnecessary insult and disrespect.
I agree
You
with that.
understand?
I agree
Because
with
when someone come and like, oh, what do you do for a living? Now me just they take care of house now. I mean, your mates are outside there breaking records, doing something reasonable. You cannot, even if you want to be at home.
I
you
think it's
also,
reasonable
no, you can also be at home and still be doing something. You understand? You can be a
Exactly.
content creator, for example. So you don't have an excuse to be like, I wake up in the morning. Because someone will be like, I wake up in the morning, I brush, I bathe the children, I prepare them for school. And so what do you now do when
No,
you're
but
in
that's
school?
also a lot of work, to be honest. Taking care of the house is a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a lot of work.
But I don't think that
it's a lot
anybody
of
should
work, but
take it
people
as
have
their
been
only
doing
job.
it. People have, I mean, in Lagos, for example, people they do that and still climb more with pregnancy. So you don't have any excuse to be like, oh, taking care of the house is 24/7, 24/7.
But what if you have a partner that wants you to be a stay-at-home wife? Like,
Then
what
that
if
man
I am...
obviously doesn't love you, because I will keep saying it. There's no man that will love you and will tell you to stay at home, just be dependent on him. You need to have a career. I mean, what are you trying to tell your kids?
But there are people that are not career people.
Okay, what will happen if the man now dies?
True. I agree with you on that.
The
True.
man can just meet tomorrow morning.
True.
And once all these family people just want to be like, oh yes, yeah, one color they pick in the house is. You have seen these cases happen severally. You understand?
And
So I will
you'll
not.
be clueless. You don't
My
even
sister
know
will
where
not
to
even be
start
full
from.
time housewife. It will not happen.
I agree. I would never be a full-time housewife too. Even if I'm married to the wealthiest man. If anything at all, at least I'll have a
Which kind
business.
of wife do you want to even be exactly? Because you say you will not be cooking for your husband.
No, I will. That's why I said I will not be a full-time housewife. I
You'll be
will
part time
not-
housewife.
No, I will be working. I'll be working, but of course, I will still help around in the house.
So which,
I believe. See,
so
let me
okay,
explain.
wait
Sorry.
first. Let me just ask you, which kind of duties do you think you'll be doing as a wife?
I take care of my husband's mental health.
Mental health, like how?
Make sure he's good so that he can go out and make more money for the family. Make sure he's
Make sure
fine.
it's good, like how? Because I don't understand.
I take care of him mental. Talk to him if you need somebody to talk. See, sometimes people underestimate the power of having somebody, having a safe space, someone you can come back to at night and talk to and cuddle with. That's very important. Honestly, as much as we try to downplay it, it's important.
No, it's important. But
Here and there, I'm going to take. See
okay,
me.
okay,
I'm
so
going
when
to
your
be very
husband
involved in my
so when
kids.
your husband comes home now, you'll be like, "Oh, are you back? Nkechi, serve oga food."
No, I do. I would always serve my husband. I want
food
to
that
serve.
another woman cooks.
Yes, but the maid will cook. Yes, for sure. The maid will cook. I will serve. Once
It's not
ready.
a good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not. It's not.
Who
it's,
says that?
it's
To
not.
you.
It's not.
To you.
It's not.
Don't
it's
speak
not.
for every man.
No, I'm not speaking for every
Daniel,
man.
I have
I'm not.
dated men. They've not complained about this. Trust me, the cream de la cream men, they don't really care about these things. They don't
Well,
care.
I'm not la creme de la creme man, Sha. They didn't bring me up in a la creme de la creme house. Anyway, if you are obviously you're watching. If you're watching, right? Go and learn how to cook. You understand? Cook for your husband. Honestly, it's not about because you can still have the money. That I know people that they are rich, they are wealthy, but they don't eat any other person's food apart from the food their wife.
Then
cook.
they can't be my husband.
Anyway,
They can't
different
be.
men for different
I don't
people, Sha.
mind. I don't mind. Like say, okay, weekends I cook for my husband just
cook
to
rice
just
and
make
spaghetti.
him. Yeah, spaghetti, jollof rice, white rice.
So you cannot
and
go to the
stew.
market, buy banga, pound.
No, I will not go to the market.
will not
That
do
one
it.
I know for sure. I will not pound.
Because it will affect
I will
your
not.
makeup
I'm
or your
not. No,
wig.
it's not because it will affect me. Because we have somebody. We have staff for that.
Which
I'm
means
working.
which means they don't
Remember,
poison your
I'm a
husband.
working
It's
wife.
just a one-way thing.
I'm a working wife. No, be say I they go office too or go work.
So enough.
Remember,
Not be your maid. They wake up by 4:30.
no be my mate. No, be that person. No be my mate. She gets her own mates. But she
No,
not
what
my
I mean,
mate.
when I mean mate, I don't mean I'm not. No, I'm not.
I know-
When I mean mate, I mean your
I
fellow.
know,
woman.
like my fellow woman. I don't know. Maybe she gets. I don't know. To each his own. I'm not bashing women. There are women that want to wake up by 4 a.m. to
You
cook
can
for
still
their
know.
husband.
Since
well
your
and
husband
good.
is rich, you can just pick one day, for example, like let's say Saturday or Sunday.
Hey,
Let me
that's
just
what I'm
relax.
saying now,
Let me just
yeah.
sit down and cook different soup and stock in the fridge.
No, that's what I'm saying. It will not be different soup, but
Different spaghetti and sauce.
yeah, it can be maybe fried yam and egg
Well,
sauce.
to me, you never ready for marriage, Sha, but every.
How
like
do you know? I'm
to
actually ready for marriage.
No, you are not. I think. Well, you will marry you marry the whole family, not just your mental health
I
husband.
hope that I would marry a man that is exposed. Honestly, I've never dated a man that is not exposed, and you'll be.
What
I'll
if
be
you fall in
doing.
love with, like,
I'll be doing
a man
myself.
that is not
It's not
exposed?
possible.
How
That's
is
the
not
thing.
possible?
I'll be doing myself a great disservice to get married to a traditional
Wait, how do you pick
man.
your how do you pick your men? Like,
I
okay,
need somebody
you go to
that is-
Instagram and just
No, not
scroll
Instagram.
through,
No,
this one is exposed. So let me
you'll
go
be
for
talking
this guy.
to this person for a while. When you talk to somebody for a while, you know how they think. You know how they reason.
What about this Nigerian movie? You know they try like Princess
know.
meets bricklayer, all
No,
those
no,
things.
no, be me. No, be me. That one if you happen for me. It can't.
Well, you can.
It can't happen.
God can link you
There
up
was
with
a question.
anybody.
It's not possible. God knows me, so God's not going to give me a man that wants me to cook fresh food every day. It's not possible.
I'm not saying cook fresh food
or
every
cook
day.
different soup every weekend. That's not me.
Well,
That's
till
not
that
me.
time,
I
Sha.
have my strength, but it's not in that department.
Where's which department?
My brain is very. I can help my husband make money. Oh, trust me. If that's my
That
specialty,
one
we'll
is
double
special.
our money so that we can afford staff.
Yeah.
That's what I can do. And I'll
Staffs.
take care. Staff. Actually, staffs does not have a plural.
I had staff as. I know that is not.
It is
That's
staff and staff.
I've
There was
seen
a question
staffs.
that came to my
Yeah.
head when I was. Do you think there's a particular amount of money that a man or a woman should have in their account before getting married?
No.
You don't think there's a figure to it?
No, because you can have, like you said, different people have different sticks for different folks. So
Yeah.
I think like it's still the kind of person you want to like your target in life. You can be like, I don't want to marry someone that is de la creme, like for example. Anyone can just go as far as I'm comfortable and I'm okay financially.
Right.
I just feel like when it's time, you will know. You understand? If you have money that can take care of your needs, and you have something doing, like the money keeps coming, you understand? The only thing I would say is that you should have enough money in your account when you want to bring in a child to this world, because pampers is expensive. You cannot say because I'm earning
Absolutely.
50, 100,000,
Thank you.
let me go and marry, and maybe you want to give birth now, God, not dash you triplets. Like, you understand? So
And it's so sad because, like, I'm not one to broke shame anybody because I understand that. See,
poor
it's not
people
in our
give
hands.
birth to the
Poor
most
people-
kids. No, it's not broke shaming. It's
It's
just
exhausting.
exhausting. Honestly,
Like-
I've seen people with jobs like, I know people that I don't know them personally, but I've seen people, because me, I stay for. I won't say it's trenches, sharp. People call it trenches, so it's not trenches, but we have lights, we have everything, good road, you
As in,
understand?
that's what's important.
But
thing.
yeah, but I've seen people that, I mean, where they stay for like two room, like not even 2 rooms, self-con, 1 room self-con,
Right.
and you get like 4 kids there. Like honestly, how not they sleep?
Do you know what
I'm
I
not
think
saying-
it
oh
is?
God.
I think because they don't have work, all they do with their time is have sex, and
No,
eat,
they
keep
have
it.
work.
Because
There are
why are you
sometimes
having
no,
4
there are
kids
sometimes
when you
no,
have
life
no
can also
money?
happen to people. You can still have the money. For example, when we are living in like 2-3 bedroom flats, you can financially spread for this kid, and something happen, and you just have to like
Yeah,
come
that's
down
a
to
different.
that's another
That's
thing.
a different.
But there are people
situation.
that just
There are people
open
that
leg
don't
born.
have at all, but they just assume that God,
It's very bad.
God that has given me the child to
Yes.
take care of the child.
Exactly,
I feel like that's
and
the
it's
most
very bad. It's very
irresponsible thing
it's
you
very
can do.
very bad.
Yeah.
There's different case that you as a lady you take in and you just born 7 or 8 once. That one's a different thing. I would say that one is. It's a blessing, no, I won't lie, it's a blessing, but you didn't plan for it. It's not that you open eye, you born, in the beginning never reach 1 year, you don't born
and you don't even have money to train the other, and then they now make it this maybe a family member's duty to take care of their child.
You understand?
And
It's
when
not
that
like
person doesn't
GoFundMe
do
situation.
it, then it now becomes a case of entitlement.
It's not
like,
right.
oh,
So-
she has money, she's not taking care of my child. Like, nobody is responsible for your child apart from you.
Exactly. People can step in once in a while to just help out.
Yeah.
If they want to, they feel like it's not an obligation. It's not a sense of entitlement, you understand? But I feel like when it comes to relationship and having money, just have enough money for you to take care of yourself, and also always have savings.
Always, yeah.
Always. And always think
also,
ahead.
another thing is, I think that men need to learn to marry within their level. That's the truth. Because the thing is, there's social media and there's reality.
Yeah.
There are people that, as single women, they're doing so much for themselves already. You cannot say, oh, because I like you and I find you attractive, I cannot meet up with your standard. I cannot give you the life you're used to, but I want you to be with me. And if you say no, then, oh, you are broke shaming, or, oh, you are a gold digger. No, she's not a gold digger. She's just not on your level. So that's also another thing. I feel like sometimes people try to do more than themselves. Like they try to, like you see a man now that is trying to toast a girl that is already buying wigs of 600,000, 700,000, 800,000 by herself. When she starts dating you, of course, she's going to want that. So then she asks for that. Then you start saying, oh, she's materialistic. Nobody's materialistic.
But it goes both ways. There are some girls that they have nothing. She might not their account. And they'll be like,
True.
oh, I've started dating this guy. Probably are kind of impressed with things they see on Instagram. They'll be, oh, since I've dated this guy now.
He has
My
to do
normal
these
would be
things.
for me as synthetic of maybe like 20-30K tops. Like, oh, baby, I saw this Brazilian with one in here, don't worry, one time. I like something like that. And when the guy said, I don't have money, let me think about it. I'll plan for it. Like, you cannot afford me, blah, 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 blah. I mean, like, before you even say you want to like start buying, personally, I don't see why someone will wear wig of 700K.
Daniel, I see
before one
why.
head.
I see
No,
why. If you can afford it like that, it's
No,
not a
if you
big
can afford it,
deal.
no problem.
If you can
None of
afford
my
it like
kids
that, it's
will
not a
wear
big
wig
deal.
of 700K.
Are you cursing your kids?
I'm not cursing my kids.
Are you praying that they will not be able
Normally,
to
said my
afford
kids
it?
will kind of like train their hair. That's Brazilian with one. You train it now. You do your hair. You pay me to treat. I don't know. I don't tell you do and relax and be all those things. But now my kids will be wearing with of 700K unless maybe I don't reach that position of maybe I don't get billions for accounts.
You don't need
Billions.
to have billions.
I know.
for your
I know.
kids to
I
wear
know. Get 50 million of
700.
my account. My kid will want to wear 700K and
It's
with
just
one.
700,000.
700. It's just 700,000. How much is a bag of rice, for example?
I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
think it's about 100K now. Our house will not get a bag of rice, for example. My kid will carry 700K for wardrobe.
No, that's of course, if you can afford it. And I'm not even saying that you should now pressure a man to do it if you cannot afford. If you can afford it on your own.
No,
why
man, I even think that if you as a lady now, for example, you're a lady. If you're a lady, you're in a relationship. If you want wig of 700K, go and buy it yourself. Make your boyfriend not buy it. There are things your boyfriend should take care of to
Like
provide
what?
for you. Like you have like let's say business plan, for example. Now you can say, oh, okay, baby, I want to open this I don't know, maybe spa or something. Can you support me financially? That is there. I'm not gonna call the friend you are going to carry your wig expenses for my head.
No,
I don't buy wig for my mama.
It's not mandatory. It's not
no,
mandatory.
but
to buy. But
ladies feel entitled to it.
I don't agree that we should be entitled to it. But like, why you people
But you
are
just
dating?
agreed now because no.
I think
No,
he
no,
should
no,
be
because-
able
no.
to. He should be able
He
to
should
buy
be
you,
able-
but it's not
when-
compulsory. It's not like you have to. Like
If you are saying you should
have
be
to.
able to, you are
He
saying
should
that
be able
at
to.
some point you should be able to.
Yeah,
like,
you should be able
get me
to.
that 700,000 wig.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. No, if you want 700,000 wig, you save up your money. I believe man gives you money regularly. Save up the money and use and buy the wig now.
No, I can buy it by myself, but sometimes I want my partner to buy it for me, and it's not a big deal.
It's a big deal if you cannot cover that 700,000 without shaking.
If he cannot,
If he cannot,
in the first
And
place,
if he does not
in
want
the first
to,
place, I promise you that my partner would be able to cough it out without shaking. I tell you that for a fact. See, where all these things, we're speaking into the future, right? You're speaking what you want. What do they call positive affirmations? Like, what do they call those things?
I don't know.
Whatever
Affirmation,
you
definitely.
want, you say it into the universe. Me, I
I'm
will
not
marry a
speaking to any
man
positive
that can
affirmation.
easily.
My kids will not be working with 700k.
So you don't. What if your daughter just happens to have the money like that?
No,
You
if she wants to buy it, fine. But me, I will not put my. I see parents do those kind of things. They will just be like, "Oh, you graduated from school. Take this Venza." Like, I don't understand.
That's a good thing. That's how
Because
it should be.
are you not supposed to graduate from school?
No, but like if your parents can afford to do it, why won't they do it? If your parents can afford to give you a good push, like, okay, now you're done with
So it's
school,
the events that will
this
give
is
you a
the
good
money.
push.
Let me tell you, one of the plans that I have for my kids
Yeah.
is the moment I get pregnant for my child,
open a trust fund.
Yes, and start putting in money there. The moment they're done with school, and then now I give them all the money that I've saved up for them. And for me, that's my own investment. That's my own way
that's
to
a
say,
good. No,
okay,
that's a good
start
investment.
your life. This is
That's
so
a good
what's the big-
investment. But that one is trust.
If I
fund
have
now.
a
It's
car
different.
to give them to, I will do that. I hope that I'm able to afford.
So
a car.
if your kids finish, let's say maybe I don't know if they'll school in Nigeria, sure, but you
By
have high
God's grace,
taste.
I hope they don't.
And anyhow, they'll still come here and meet the worry in this Nigeria. Let's say your kids now, for example, they finish work now. You'll be like, oh, you're done with work. I see you got 2 A's. Which car do you want? Do you want GLK or you want Lexus?
That's what I want to do for my kids.
Then they'll not post on Instagram.
That's what
Look
I
what
want
God
to do.
have
By
done
God's
for me.
grace.
And the funny thing is the poor people that will see, like, I don't think that is kind of like a mindset you want to like give your kids.
Why?
I don't think it just when you train them, most people now, for example, most celebrity kids, they're out of touch with reality. You understand? They don't understand that 5K is a big deal, 2K is a big deal.
No, I think there's a way to make your child understand that
it's not possible.
It's tough out there, but it doesn't mean that they have to suffer because it's tough out there.
It's not. You can still be rich. You can still be rich and let your kids know that there are some things you have to like work for yourself. I've seen people that have done it. You understand? I don't feel like when you start giving that kind of like, oh, I do this for I do that for you. When they're in a relationship now, they'll feel like if my mother can do this for me, you as a man or you as a woman, you should be able to provide this.
No,
for me.
I don't think so. I think that while providing
don't forget that you're not
for your
for your husband though.
No. I should forget that.
Yes, because when your husband, when you're example now, they're seeing you every day, and you tell your kids like, maybe your kids, let's say they're dating someone, for example, maybe someone that likes, because everyone has different luck, you understand, and they get to meet someone that like, oh, how far I would like to eat maybe vegetable soup and pounded yam, and like, no, I can't stress myself. My mom don't do that. Get a nanny or get a chef.
No,
or something.
the thing is, you're talking like as if this thing will happen once you get married, and that's why while you people are dating, you already know the type of person if I already wasn't cooking while dating, why would you expect me to not start doing it when we're married? I feel like this is why I would have this conversation with my partner while we're dating, so that you understand.
That people's character change after marriage. All those I love you, honeymoon,
okay, then
things.
we're going to have problems. That's why I'm not against divorce. I'm not against
divorce. Do you expect even when you have kids?
I'm not against. No,
even when you have kids?
I don't believe that you should stay in a marriage just because of kids or just because you want to remain married. I think you owe it to yourself to be happy too.
Yes, understandably.
So if I'm not happy, I'm not going to.
You cannot,
especially if it's something that I've said to him before.
I don't know if you're a Christian, but I think there was a time when they said I don't know if I'm quoting the Bible right, but I think they said the only valid reason to divorce is if you catch your partner cheating. I don't know if I'm right or wrong on that aspect though. I don't think because of maybe your husband.
So what if he's beating you?
That one is different now. Sexual assault. First
or what if you fall out of love with this person? Because that's
why
possible.
would you fall out of love?
It is possible. It happens. We're human beings. The only thing that is constant is change.
That's what I'm saying.
It happens. So you can love somebody today and then you are evolving, you are growing. In 10 years, you're no longer the person that you were 10 years ago. You are no longer feeling that person like that.
You try to recruit. But if you keep falling out of love, what the guarantee the next partner you won't fall out of love?
You know what? We're going to come back to this conversation, but we need to go on a quick break and we'll be back in a minute. Welcome back from the short break. We're still on this matter of dating and premarital sex. So we're moving to the premarital sex part of this conversation. What's your opinion on premarital sex? Do you think people should have sex before marriage, or do you think they should wait till they're married?
It's absolutely wrong. That's not even a question, right?
It's wrong to do what?
It's wrong to have sex outside marriage. Premarital sex or not, it's wrong to have sex after marriage. I think that kind of defeats the purpose of marriage.
So you think we're getting married to have sex?
No, I'm not. We are not getting married to have sex. But sex is one of the things that kind of like comes with marriage. You have unlimited sex, this and that. I think it kind of takes out, apart from the fact that it's just wrong. It's a sin. It's a sin.
So Daniel, you will not have sex before you get married. Is that what you're telling me?
We are not the topic of conversation. No, we are not the topic of discussion here. But
you asked me about my own cooking. So why can't I ask you? Why can't I ask you if you are engaging in premarital sex now? Because you're not married.
I'm not engaging in premarital sex.
So you're a virgin.
That one is not. What did premarital sex have to do with that?
I am not
engaging in premarital sex. Now I'm abstaining from sex. 100% abstaining from sex. But the thing is that it's not even about you and I having premarital sex. It's just dead wrong.
I don't agree with you actually, because I believe that, and this is speaking realistically now.
No, I know.
I believe that one of the leading causes of divorce or separation, even whether a relationship, is when you're not compatible intimately. Yes, because there's something called sexual compatibility, and you have to figure that out before you get in. You have to test it. You cannot just buy a car and you do not test drive the car.
Let's just say men, for example, now are objects you can just test and be like, okay,
it's not.
I think your blockers is good for me. Let's just go.
No, but it's both ways. It's not like I'm testing the man. He's testing me too.
You're going to be a mother tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
So what will you tell your kids? You're now in a relationship. Make sure you test your man.
You know what I'll tell my kids? I will tell my kids this. Before you get married, you need to check every department that needs to be checked. Sexual department is a very important part. All I would ask of them is for them to do it safe. Yes, I'm a Christian.
No, you're not.
But I'm being realistic. This is real life. This is real. I cannot marry somebody and then figure out that, you know what, we don't get each other in the bedroom.
Enough for me.
So, okay, how do you understand that sex is important to some women too? It's not just men.
No, it's important.
There are women that
sex is important. But I think we have made sex a kind of like a big deal these days.
It is a big deal.
It's not supposed to be a big deal.
It should be a big deal.
It should not be a big deal.
It should be, because you're committing yourself to this person for the rest of your life.
Okay,
it is important that person can satisfy you.
This argument that broke guys or sabak guys are better in bed than rich guys. Why don't you go for sabak guys instead? Since sex is important.
No. I will never because of sex, I will never put sex over finance. Now, finance.
But you said sex is very important.
Sex is important. Doesn't mean finance is not more important. Sex is important. But Daniel, the truth is this. Let's leave. The Bible is one thing. We're talking realistically.
The Bible is not one thing. The Bible is everything.
The Bible is Christian. Okay, yes, the Bible is everything. I would agree with that. But still, we have to speak realistically.
I know.
You cannot.
You can still abstain.
No, you can, but I don't think. I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
The thing is that
you're doing yourself a disservice.
If people have not like jumped from one partner to another, or maybe like tested different, I don't know what you guys call it in sex department,
they'll be satisfied if they.
When you are having it with the first person for the first time, or let's say you're not too exposed to different styles or whatever you call them.
You don't know good and bad.
You don't know good and bad sex. You will learn to adjust to your partner. But I think since people have said, Alex was better and Okeke was better, you understand? So you start doing comparisons. And most of the time you guys use, I would say you people that are supporting premarital sex, which is also wrong, by the way. You guys use what you guys watch in movie, how this one throw this one to the floor and throw this one off, throw two leg to the roof. All those things.
Those things are not very realistic, because even those movies we watch, they're acted. That's the more reason why you need to do it before you get in, so that you can. It's not even about the man not satisfying.
You're telling young ladies now are looking up to you that it's okay. Just
Daniel, don't
spread your legs like TV.
I'm not saying I'm not saying it's okay. Spread your legs like TV.
What are you saying?
I am saying it is important for you to be sure that you're compatible with your partner.
Okay, you're saying it's okay
sexually before you get into.
Then how do you check by spreading your legs?
If the person is committed to you and you people are walking towards marriage, please by all means spread your legs.
Spreading your legs.
Spread your legs and use condom. Be safe.
Use condom. Condom is not even 100% guaranteed. People still use condom.
But it's the safest you can get these days.
The safest you can get is to abstain. Abstain is the safest you can get.
I mean, if you want to abstain, by all means. For me, I would say you need to test it.
Catholic, you'll be going for confession. I think every week,
or 3 times a week, if possible.
And you want to make heaven.
I will make heaven. That's the thing. That's the issue. People think. I don't think that God reasons the way.
Why do you think God picked Mary?
Was she a virgin?
Oh,
She was
you're not even a
virgin.
Christian, sir.
Okay,
God, my God.
she was a virgin. Well, I don't know. I don't know why God picked her, but I think God could have picked even somebody that wasn't a virgin. So I don't
No,
think it was.
definitely not.
I don't think her being a virgin was the reason God said, "Oh, it is you."
There is a reason why they
I
said
don't think
Virgin
God thinks
Mary.
the way you people think. It
No,
will
that
shock
is-
you.
God
It will
doesn't-
shock you.
no,
Say,
God
for
does-
when we
listen,
last
God
day,
does-
when we
God
reach
does-
heaven, I'm going to give you water like this for health. Stay down and drink
After
water.
spreading legs?
No,
No, it doesn't work like that.
because it's about who you are.
I know,
Are you a
but
good
at the same
person?
time, okay, you when you're saying premarital sex is a thing, you're saying it's okay for that means you're supporting baby mamas.
No, the
Because-
fact that
because-
you're
no, no,
having
no,
premarital
because it's
sex
from-
does not
because-
mean that you have to have a child from
No,
it.
now, but if you can
But
spread,
actually-
no, if you can spread your legs before you get married, then what's remaining for you to get pregnant before you get
See,
married?
there are different things that lead to being a baby mama. It's not like as if you just spread your. There's sometimes that people don't plan
One
for it.
thing
It
leads to it,
happens.
you open leg, you carry
It
belly.
happens. But I agree that, see, let me tell you, it's not like I'm supporting baby mamas or anything. But the fact that you have gotten pregnant for somebody does not mean that you people have to be in a marriage. That's the problem. People feel like because they have a child with this person, oh, this person has to marry me.
There's
No.
a different thing.
I can
There's
be,
a
you
different-
can be a
no,
great
no,
father, but you
there's-
might not be a great
There's
partner.
a different thing between we got married legally, we did everything, you paid my bride price, and we had kids, and maybe in the course of during the time of marriage things didn't just work out. I left, you left, we just separated, we're co-parenting now. Then we didn't get married, you did not meet my people, nobody in the community know that you paid one naira on my head and I just carry belly.
Okay, so are you saying that they should not carry belly? So you're saying that they should abort because they will not stop having sex.
I am not
So are you
saying-
saying that
I
they
am
should?
not
Are you in support of abortion?
Definitely not.
Okay, so then they should have the baby. So if it has happened,
No,
that
but
they've gotten pregnant-
if you can close your legs and prevent anything that happens,
it's not as easy as you're making it seem.
It's
Close
very
your-
easy. It is very easy. It's just a decision you have to make.
Daniel, we have to have fun in this life. Do you realize that?
You can have fun without.
Oh.
No, I think one of the reasons why
I'm
most
so
people
sick
one
of
of the reasons
you.
why most people even cheat these days because they are not satisfied. It's not even about how many people they date. They can date the best guy
Yeah.
with the best anything that you call it jumbo or whatever. You understand? And even as a dad, they're not satisfied because they've tested Okoro, Okeke, and every other person on the streets.
Daniel, I would
But you
advise
know,
you.
when
I
you-
don't think you should advise your daughter not to test it or before.
No, I
because,
would.
Okay, so how would you deal with a situation where you've gotten married to this person, you have never done it before, and then you have found out now that you know what, you are not compatible sexually.
You will learn to be
So then-
compatible now.
You can't learn to be compatible. They're saying you even need to know what type of person. They're saying people that are not teachable. Like you're trying to teach him, like, babe, I need you to do this, and just like, no, I can't. You need to know if he's a teachable person. You need to know if she's a teachable person. You need to know if she can. It's important. I'm telling you, it is very important. If
So
you're not living in the real world,
So what
though,
you're saying now is that now that you're in a relationship, right? You have a partner. So you're saying that okay, your partner is also free to like test from other people to make sure that you're the person he wants.
no, that's not what I'm
That's
saying.
what you're saying.
If he's dating me right now, as he's dating me, he should test run me, and I will test run him too. By the time we're
Then
done
how
with
will
the
you know that
relationship-
you are the
if he doesn't-
best test runner out there?
I don't, no, you're not looking for the best. Nobody
No,
said
because-
you're,
no, but
you're not,
you
you're
have
not
to- you
looking
have to
for
be
the best.
compatible.
The truth is, there would always be somebody better than your partner. There will always be somebody finer. There will always be somebody richer. There will always be somebody better in
I'm not
bed.
talking about rich. I'm talking
There
about.
would
I'm talking
bet.
about
I'm
sex
saying in every
department.
department you're looking at, there will always be somebody better. You're not looking for the best. You're just trying to make sure that you people are compatible.
So all
at
the
the
people
very
you dated
least.
before you, they were not compatible. They were not compatible. They were not compatible.
No, but that's not the only thing that you use to decide whether you want to marry somebody now. So
No,
it does
no,
not
but-
mean that
but-
because
but-
you're compatible in bed, you have to get married. It does not mean that, but you have
The
to
bottom
check
line,
that
no matter
one.
how you try to sugarcoat
The
it,
same way
bottom
you are
line is
checking
that
somebody's
sex-
character, you are checking somebody's personality,
There is
you are
no-
checking
there
if
is
they are
nothing you-
giving.
there is no
You need to
religion,
check if
there
they
is
are
no
good
religion,
in bed.
There's no religion. There's no religion. There's no parent that will tell you, my dear, my son, my daughter, spread legs.
There are
test
some
run before you marry.
unspoken rules. Do you know what unspoken rules are? Of course, my mom is not going to come and sit me down and say, babe, go out there and be having sex.
test
Of
your
course
man.
not. She's not going to say that, but I'm sure that our parents were having sex before they got married.
I don't know.
They wouldn't
That's
tell
not even
us
the option
that.
I have with my parents. Honestly speaking, I don't even imagine it.
They wouldn't tell us that, but I'm sure they were. It is important. It's not because you're a bad
The
person.
fact that
because you are living in the real
the
world.
fact that something is being normalized doesn't make it right. You know that.
I know that for a fact, but I just don't agree with the fact
But you're
that
normalizing
you
it.
just,
You're saying that it's okay.
I'm saying it's okay because it's the right thing. You need to check.
Is
You
premarital
need to
sex right
check.
or wrong? No, just from your own, not no justification, just yes or no.
Ask the question again.
Is premarital sex right or wrong?
I believe it's important
No,
to
not
check.
I believe. No.
There's no yes or no. Not
No,
everything is
no,
black or white.
just
no,
yes
I
or
say
no.
no, context is important. If
No,
you just
not-
if I
this
say
is-
yes is okay, then
Jam
it sounds
question.
somehow.
I don't want. It's not about context. Yes or no. If a kid comes up now and tell you, I told you I'm 5 years old, I'm 6 years old. I just had a conversation with one of my classmates. A Premarital says, is it right or wrong? What would you tell? Just yes or no.
No, there's no way I'll say yes.
No,
or
just
no.
say yes or no.
I will not. I cannot
Just-
say yes
no,
or no.
just-
Let me tell you the way I would
no,
answer
because
the
you know
kid.
it's wrong.
It's not
No,
wrong.
because you know it's wrong.
It's not wrong. I don't want to say yes
If
or no
someone-
because
okay.
I want to give the kid context. What I'll say to that child is this:
6 years
when
old
you are,
context.
yes, 6 years old. What I'll say to that 6-year-old is this: when you're of age and you have chosen this man to be your partner and you're sure that it is leading to marriage, I would advise that you test him. Test this thing. Make sure that it works for you. Make sure that you people can communicate sexually. Make sure that you're compatible sexually before you get into it. That's what I would say to him. I would never say to that child, no, until you get married, because you can get married and realize that this is not working for me. And that's a problem. That's why people cheat. That's why they step out. That's why
People
people
cheat for
just look at
different reasons.
people cheat for different reasons, but that's one of the reasons.
People
That's
will tell-
one of the
people will tell you,
reasons.
I love you, I love my life. No one does better than you, and they will still cheat.
Absolutely, yes, of
So
course.
it's not even about
like
how
I said,
compatible you are.
nothing you do can keep somebody that doesn't want to be kept. But it's still important to cross your T's and dot your I's, and that's one of the ways to dot your I's.
But do you realize that the more you keep, because I think it's different it's different rules for different people. A guy can come out now and be like, oh, I've slept with 100 ladies now. Society be like, hey, no problem, yeah, big boy, you the ball, though. But you as a lady can come out and be like, I've slept with 50 guys.
No, the thing is this: I feel like you're confusing test this thing that you're going to have for the rest of your life with
Won't it count as body
with
count?
promiscuity.
won't it
I'm
count?
not
No,
asking
it's
you
the
to be
same thing.
promiscuous.
It's the same thing.
I'm not asking
It's the same thing.
people
If-
to be
if you start
promiscuous.
counting people-
Sleeping
no.
with different people, sleeping with 100 people, having a body count of 100 or whatever, that's promiscuity. That's promiscuous.
Are you
That's being
serious?
promiscuous. Yes. I'm saying when you've chosen this man and you've
It's not
said
about
this is
choosing
your
this man.
partner,
At the end of the day, you
try
guys
this
step
thing.
together.
Eh,
Whether you're
as
promiscuous
you
or not,
should.
it's body count.
As you should.
From when you start
Who
dating,
says that you have to be a virgin to get married? Who says?
no
who,
one is
who
talking about
cares?
virginity here. We're talking
Who cares
about
about that?
body
Nobody
count.
cares
I'm talking
about
about people sleeping around.
Do you think that? Wait, I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Do you think that the fact that somebody has a low body count means that they're a good person?
No, body count doesn't count. But at the same time, you still have to like keep yourself.
Do you care about your partner's body count before getting married? Do you?
When
is
I
that-
meet the partner, I will know if I
would you
if I-
care? Would if you met a girl now, you were like, I
Whoever
love
you
this
meet,
girl.
your,
Everything.
your past, like I say, your past don't define you unless your past is very, very messy. You understand? Because at the end of the day, no one will be like, oh, you're a rapist before you've stopped for it. Okay, I will forgive your past don't count. It counts because you're a rapist. You understand? I don't want to have kids with someone that is a rapist. What your mother go to jail for, prison for? Yeah, she was a rapist before. She was not thinking straight that time. It still counts. You understand? Your past cannot just wipe away.
So-
but there are things that you can say, okay, body count, because like you said now, it's something people have tried to normalize. So you can also go because you have slept with 100 men. Or
so you wouldn't care if your partner.
but
has
I will
been
not.
like-
But I will not still like say, oh, because if you slept with 100 men, I will not think about it. It's something you still have to like. Definitely, it's not supposed to be a conversation to have. Like how many people have you slept with?
No, there are people that think I think it's a very stupid
It's
question.
a very stupid
to
question,
ask
to be
too.
honest.
I think it's a very stupid question.
You can't say,
But there are people that think that ask that question actually.
It
There are
doesn't
people
make
that
any
care.
sense.
There are people that care a lot about. Oh, she's a virgin. I married her as a virgin.
no, it's a
Oh,
good
she's
thing. Don't body shame virgins. So
I'm
don't-
not body
don't-
shaming.
don't,
If you want to
sex
keep
shame
your
virgins.
if you want to keep your virginity, by all means. I
No,
think
it's
it's
very good. Keep your
everybody's
virginity.
choice.
It's-
Keep if you want to, but
It's
you
a
don't
price.
have to.
It's a price.
I don't think it's a price.
It's a price. And
I don't think it's a price. No.
I think
Why is it a price?
It's a price because in today's society where everyone wants to just like you said, spread legs and just test run.
So does it make you special because you're a virgin? I don't
It
think it
kind
makes
of
you
proves
special.
that you're kind of someone that is kind of. I think it's kind of like gives. Because to be a virgin to this society is not even easy to frank and sincere. You understand the temptations are everywhere. You get. So it's not something like when your mates are saying, "Oh, how far now? I won't go chill with this guy or blah blah blah." You're like, no, I just. It's not something like you're saying, "I don't have sex. I don't want it to. It's abomination for me." You understand? But at the same time, you feel like I just want to keep myself. So it takes a certain kind of determination and restraint.
Discipline. I agree.
to, like,
I
keep
agree.
yourself.
Yes,
So
keep
so
yourself.
it's not like it's an achievement, but it's something that you can say, you try. It's not easy, and that's why most people like, oh, I married my wife a virgin, or my husband was a virgin when I married him, blah blah blah. And you see people like it's a big deal for them. You understand?
Me personally, I don't really care.
No,
like,
because
I don't
you
think
want to
it's-
testosterone.
I
obviously, you
want
don't
to.
care. But the thing is that, like we were saying, the thing is that I don't think it's something you should be kind of encouraging. The fact that you do something doesn't mean that, okay, just like smoking, for example. Now, I don't think smoking is a big deal.
No,
when it's still bad.
that one is bad for your health. That's different. You are telling me you want to say this person in sickness and in health to dead do us part, and you're telling me you're not going to try it. You're not going to checkmate that stuff. That's not true. Now, that's not realistic. Daniel, if you're not doing it, I advise you to. You need to. You really need to, honestly, because you know, go good when you enter, when you come find out, say, oh more, this is because you are a human being. You will want to step out, and it's not every time that you can see.
It's just come in, come out, and you're out. You understand? It's not like, I think people, like I said, people are putting too much emphasis on this.
I think it depends on how important it is to you. There are people that sex is not very important.
Sex is important, you understand? But I would not kind of like, okay, because I want to like have the overall experience, like people have had overall experience. Sometimes when I have this conversation, like maybe gathering of friends, I'm just like, okay, I'll be judging by what I've had from other people. I will not be like, oh, I've done this thing before. I know how to do this style or whatever. You understand? I don't think like something that you should be proud to. Like people come out and be like outside, and I'm like, I slept with super, slept with super, and you people, you try, you don't like this here for street. I say you get you. Those are kind of stupid conversations.
No, I get that. Maybe it's unnecessary. It's too much information.
But when guys say it, they get applause for it. They're like the OGs or something. But when girls say it, oh my God, that's
the world we're living in, unfortunately. And it's so sad. I hope that women would, start getting comfortable with talking about sex.
How many guys they've slept with?
No, I think that's too much information. I would never come out and say I've slept with this number of guys. Do you understand? I think that's too much. But we almost make it seem like as if it's a bad thing, like it's a taboo when a girl talks about sex, or when a girl, even not outside, or even with your partner. Like people make it seem like, oh, if you're a good girl, don't talk about these things. But I think that's bullshit. Like
that is nonsense.
We walk backwards. We want somebody that's sexy, somebody that would do this to us in bed, someone that will make our toes curl and everything. But at the same time, we don't want to have those conversations. You don't want. So do you want somebody curl? Yes, you don't want someone that make your toes curl.
When I read that time, I never want my toes curl. Maybe straight.
Daniel, I can bet that you're not a virgin.
You can bet.
I can bet. I don't know.
Let's be serious. No, the bottom line that I think no matter how you try to justify it, right? No matter how you try to justify it, premarital sex is wrong. If premarital sex was right, people will not be angered that their kids or their children are pregnant at a very young age.
I don't think premarital. Well, let me not. I've said my stance on it. I don't want to put it out as a statement, so I'll just leave it at that.
Premarital sex is wrong, whether I like it or not.
It's
wrong to everybody.
To you.
Biblically speaking, every religion is against it.
Oh, really?
Is there any religion I was okay? I think there's one community that say that one tribe. I don't know if it's in
But
Africa.
we don't know about every religion. You know how many religions
major religions
exist?
I know. The major ones I know.
I don't know. I just believe that there's some things that are theory and there are things that are actually practical, real life.
In as much as we know,
we are living real life
everything,
now.
Everything is theory and everything is practical. We know we have to like relate to what we see every day. But at the same time, like I said, we'll not say because stealing is have been normalized and it's like sometimes if you don't increase spread of something, you will not make it. We'll not say okay, it's okay.
I get where you're coming from. At the end of the day, we would have to.
Like for example, cooking for your husband is also very practical. If you cannot agree that cooking for your partner is
nobody said it's a bad thing to cook for your partner.
No, but
I'm just saying it will not be an everyday thing. I will not do it every day.
You are saying it's going to be spaghetti and rice.
I would do the one. I'm not going to. You asked me about pounding yam. That one I can tell you categorically that I will not pound yam for my husband.
You've not pounded yam for your husband.
I've never pounded yam for any boyfriend, and I will never pound yam for any boyfriend.
Never say never.
Never. This one I can say never to it.
Why would I step out?
There's poundo yam. He can pound it.
He
can pound it. I'll sit in the kitchen with him and we'll have a conversation while it's pounding.
And when you finish pounding, you open your mouth and eat it.
Of course. Yes, he can pound. I'll make the soup. We're partners, right? He's the one that has the strength. He can pound. I'll make the soup.
Why not you pound? He makes the soup.
No, that's not realistic. He's the man. He has more strength. And why are we pounding when there is poundo yam? That's the thing.
It's not the same thing.
People glorify
it's not the same thing.
Suffering.
It's not about
so
suffering.
Much. This is suffering.
No, it's not the same thing.
Who wants to pound yam when there's
and poundo yam are not the same thing.
If you want to eat pounded yam, we can go to a restaurant to eat pounded yam.
No, be your fellow woman.
I'm not even going to ask my maid to pound yam. That's the thing. Even my maid will not pound yam. Yes.
So what are you employing your maid for?
My maid can cook other food. My
like
maid can make poundo yam. This is not slave trade. I'm not trying to turn somebody into a slave.
Is not slave trade.
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes. Why are you getting somebody? Are you going to ask your girlfriend to pound yam? Please, if you are dating Daniel Rega, please don't pound yam for him.
I can pound it myself to start with.
Exactly. So if you want to eat pounded yam, you go and pound
myself, it. But I will not say because I can pound it myself. Once in a while, you will not enter kitchen and pound yam for me.
Hey, so you would actually expect your partner to go in the kitchen and pound yam.
It's not everything I will tell you now. Sometimes people will have common sense.
Wait,
Like,
I want to even ask you this question. There was this clip I saw on, I don't know, one of these blogs where, a girl had just given birth like 2 days ago, and then her
I think I've
husband
seen
was telling her,
a white
oh,
white
yes,
woman, right?
yes. Her husband was
So
telling
that one
her,
is
oh,
nonsense.
my in-laws, my parents are around, go and cook for
There
them.
was something he said. The woman was like, "No, I can't make it." I've seen that clip. I've seen that. That one, no, that one is different.
Thank you. So do you agree that at least when your partner is pregnant, like throughout the
No,
pregnancy,
when you're pregnant, when you're doing omugo, I think they call it omugo or breastfeeding, all those things, being baby friendly. There are some things you can like cut. Even companies give you.
but would you expect her to cook at all, or the moment she's pregnant, no cooking? You just be relaxed.
She can do some things if she feels like that's some like God help us, we'll have money. So
Amen.
would have that don't mean that say okay, we know okay, you cook when we money done, we even one day. What I'm saying is that when she's pregnant or let's say like doing the period of childbirth and everything, I'm not saying that you enter a kitchen and I expect you to start carrying cutlass or go to the farm. I no, you understand. What I'm saying is that when you are in your normal
day-to-day life,
for example,
I think
there are some things you can
I think
do.
it's just important to find a partner that works for you. I will find the type that works for me. But I would
Not for you, there are
rather,
different
I
kinds
would
of men out
rather,
there these
yeah, there are
days.
different kinds of men. I would rather spend my time, trying to make us money, trying to double our money, trying to make sure that we're good and we're happy at home than sweeping
And
the
that's the
floor.
orientation you want to pass to your kids.
Yes. If I have a child that loves cooking and loves the kitchen, by all means, I will push her to cook, take her to culinary school, make sure that she's good at it.
Why
But
can't you teach her yourself? Why must you take her to culinary school?
Why am I going to be teaching? Well, I can teach her a few things.
No, like teach her the basic things.
I can teach her a few things. But if she
Because
can,
it's very funny
if
that
she has to learn how to
in
pound
Nigeria
yam.
house, not single woman even say let me even pounded yam.
Why? For what? Who they pounded yam in
All
this
of them are
world?
just ready, carry wig. They wait for party night, make una dance.
I
kolo,
beg,
kolo, kolo.
please, Daniel, don't tell anybody to pound yam. Please, I have one last question before we wrap
Yeah.
this up. Why do you think people cheat in relationships?
So many reasons. People, I think some people just cheat for the fun of it. I think it kind of gives some portrayal. Like, okay, like I want to be in multiple. Some people like attention, you understand? And when they're dating, like when they're in a committed relationship, for example, they'll be like, oh, I'm already dating so person. I just like what I see outside. I just want someone to like keep asking me because let's be frank with ourselves. When you are in a serious relationship, committed relationship, all those have eating today, all those kinikok, nobody will have time for that one again. It will still be there, but not like before, where you wake up, you're the air I breathe, someone passed.
We even hate all those questions. Have you eaten today? Please stop asking that question.
Some people like Isha. Me, I don't see why it make any sense. If you're not going to provide food for me, don't ask me.
As in, thank you.
Like,
If I say
what you will say is,
what are you going to do
"Hello, what are
about
you going to eat
it?
this morning? Have you eaten? Let me order for you something. You understand? Not have it today. If you don't
Have
eat
you
today,
eaten today?
I will vex for you.
Yes, if you don't eat, I'll be angry. Oh my God, it's so
You
annoying.
understand? What we want to see is, how far you don't eat today? I should have food for you, or why I'm not eating. Then you give reasons. You understand? If there's something you can do, you do about you do not. Well, how was your day? Sometimes all those normal myself, not even relationship on a normal day self. How your day work? I mean, I hate those kind of questions. Not honest, not that because sometimes, especially if I have a bad day, you're like making me relive those useless moments. You understand? But like I said, people cheat for different reasons. People cheat because they just want to cheat. People want to have the fun. People want to have that true like, my guy is in multiple relationship. I want to have that. So when something comes out, they'll be like, now you be your now you be OG. And there are some girls that like use relationship like, now cash out this period.
Yeah.
I have a guy that pays for my hair. I have a guy that does my makeup.
think
I have a
that's
guy for
bullshit.
vacation.
I think that's bullshit.
You
I think
understand?
that's
But that is
wrong.
what it is today.
Yeah.
And this economy is not making it easy for anybody.
Unfortunately.
So you need a guy that can be
I watch certain,
from
I watch
different
certain
people is
interviews
something.
on social media. I'm just like, it's so sad. I feel so bad for men out there. It's sad because some women have turned the relationship into like a transactional thing. Like that's how they make their money. That's
You
how
can't only say women, even men. Men are like,
sad.
there are some men that are like, before I give you something, you have to submit kudos. You understand?
And there are men that collect money from women too. Let's not even forget. There are men that
No, they have prostitutes. They have
my God, they
prostitutes.
will meet
It goes
you
both ways.
and then they will ask you for this.
There
in the
was
next
one I saw. There was one I saw when the guy was advertising per night transact. I think like.
At least that one is his job. Me, I'm not shitting on them, but there are men that meet you and they start billing you. Oh, I think I should. And we don't talk enough about these things. We make it seem like as if it's only women that do it, but there are men that do it a lot. There are a lot of broke men out there and they're packaging and all they do is collect money from women.
No,
They'll never be me though.
There are
'cause I don't
people like
give my
that,
money to no man.
definitely. But I think the reason why that of women is kind of amplified because people pay more attention to that of women.
Yeah.
And they kind of like downplay that of men. You understand? I'm not going to say like I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh no, men are putting in the
I
relationship.
think it happens both ways.
It happens both ways, but I think the cheating is more pronounced
With
in the
men.
women. No, in the women's part because the men's part are kind of justified in a way. Because for example, like I keep saying, if a man should be allowed to marry multiple wives, which I think is wrong, by the way. I think that tradition needs to be abolished. Personally, I just say it. I don't see a reason why a man will
I
marry.
think if you can take care of all of them and you can love all of them without any of them feeling unloved or feeling
back in the
neglected,
day,
I don't
back
think
in the day, I
it's
would
bad.
have said yes, a good thing. Like, I think that was part of the tradition. But now that I've seen the kind of drama that comes with these kind of things, especially when the man is late, so time to divide property. That's unity is not
Right,
it's not always there.
right,
You understand? Even no matter how rich you are,
Right.
there's some kind of like she said the man don't get second wife, you can't comment. You understand? No one will be like, oh, you are the sixth wife, I clap for you.
Yeah.
No one does that. You understand? They'll try to, like, when you have issue with someone, you will know. I mean, nobody sees wife you're married.
Right.
You understand? So those are kind of conversations that you don't want to have those are kind of embarrassment you don't want your kids to face in the future. And like when it comes to cheating, for example, I think that another thing they should do is, if in our society, and I think if a woman cheats, let the gods fire the woman. And I think that there's a thing where I think there's a thing
What
where,
if a man cheats, please, quickly?
it should be like anyone that cheats.
I have a question.
Face
both man and woman. If a man should cheat, the God should fire the man.
No, yes, that's what I'm saying. Not like when woman cheats, they'll say the man will face this, and when man cheats, the woman. Why would I be taking punishment for your own misfortune? You understand?
If anybody cheats, let God's fire. But God's
but people just cheat regardless.
But me, I think the thing is we're running out of time. Unfortunately, I'm enjoying this conversation, but we have to wrap up soon. But like I would say that for me, I think the reason people cheat is just this idea of I can get better. There's just always this thing of that I can get better out there.
No.
I can get better love out there. I can get better sex out there. I can get a finer girl out there. I can get just that idea, that notion of
have you seen the people
the grass
some
is
cheat
greener
with?
on the other side?
Have you seen people some people cheat with?
Yes, it might not be their partner might be finer, but they might feel like, oh, this person
have
can
people that
have better sex with me, or this person
It's not about having
can
better sex. There are some people
talk
that
to me
have,
better. Just that idea of I can get better instead of working on what you have.
Because people have
inside.
unrealistic expectations. You understand? Like I keep saying, if, for example, you guys are dating, you're dating your boyfriend now. When you're married, although you are going to be like part-time wife in a way. So when you're married, I think people your responsibilities have shifted. You don't longer have that time for. You have kids to look after, even if you are not.
But your husband. When I get married, my husband is going to be. My husband
be a priority.
He should be a priority. Your wife should be a priority. Unfortunately, we have to wrap this up.
When kids, we're going to wrap it up very soon. When kids are involved, kids are always the first priority. I'm not saying that. I
don't agree with you. I think that my husband should be my priority than my kids. That's what I think.
Why
I think that's the problem.
I don't mean neglect your partner. I don't know what I mean. I mean you have more responsibility now. You understand? When you wake up, first thing you have to think is, my kids are going to school, I have to put those in check. So you don't have that time to like, what are you going to eat this morning, blah, blah, blah. Unless you have, maybe like you have full time in your hand, like you can prepare those things ahead of time, you understand? But I think people feel like what husbands some wives are expecting the kind of honeymoon we're having when we're in a relationship, when we're dating.
No, of course not. No, of course
not. It doesn't work
out.
And that's why they need to like jump out. You understand?
But it's important to still understand that your partner is your priority, should be your priority.
Yes, but definitely.
You have kids or not.
No, I have parents.
I think we're going to find a topic that revolves around this, but we need to wrap this up.
We need to.
I hope that you people have learned a thing or two.
Yes, 3 things you people should learn. Make sure open your ears very well. These are things people should learn. Abstain from premarital sex. It doesn't pay. Make sure you cook for your husband so that you don't end up doing.
Get a maid.
Don't listen to Doyi.
Get a maid. If you can afford it, get a maid. Once in a while, you can cook for your partner.
Don't listen to Doyi. Even if you can afford a maid, cook for your husband. If you are a man, learn how to cook. Your wife is not your maid.
God bless you.
If you are going on a date, stop taxing your woman to pay. Unless women also carry your money. It's what you can afford.
I agree.
Eat what you can afford. Man, not be your ATM. It's not that way. Then premarital sex, no, condom or not, is not advisable. You understand?
I hear you. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
I hope you've learned a thing or two from this episode. We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Ciao.